Hello and welcome to the one more episode of It Matters in KRC Times. Today in Imphal we are with Dr. Rajdeep Roy, the MLA from my constituency, Silchar, and a very big congratulations for winning the seat after your MP-ship, and we look forward to have a more impactful 5 years in coming days. Dr. Rajdeep, my first question would be definitely, like, you have served as an MP of a very prestigious constituency, Silchar, and now you are also the MLA, and your father sowed the seed of BJP in Silchar. How do you see the legacy taking forward and impact you would like to create for Silchar?
It's a very interesting thing. People usually jump from being MLA to then graduating to becoming an MP. For me, it has been the other way around. I was MP from 2019 to 24. Now 26, I have become an MLA. Well, as you have said, my father, late Sri Bimolangshu Roy, along with Kobindra Purkaisto, were primarily responsible for, the rise of BJP, not just in Barak Valley or Assam, but in entire Northeast. Because in 1991, the first elected candidates of BJP, and 9 of them came from Barak Valley.
Right.
My father in the late 60s also contested the election on a Janasangh ticket. That way, he was probably the first Janasanghi elected representative in any tier of elections.
Absolutely.
So he had a long checkered career, long legacy in public life. So obviously people look up to me after his death, that well, Rajdeep will carry forward the unfinished work of Bimolangshu Roy. I'm happy that I have been trying my best, to be honest with you. I have won one MP election, another MLA election I have won. People love me, they bless me, they see me still as Bimolangshu Roy's son. They still see me as someone very close with persecuted populations' rights in this country, And I am so happy that I've spoken on the Citizenship Amendment Act that was brought in the Parliament in the last time. Other than that, I have been also working on a lot of unfinished work of Bimolangshu Roy. As his son, I am very proud. I would like to carry forward his legacy. Maybe another 10-15 years in public life will help me, finish his dreams and all.
So I will come straight, as Silchar being my constituency, even though I stay less. We see lots of challenges. What are your top 5 priorities in next 1 year or 2 years?
I've been voicing this for a long time. I have 5 priorities. Number 1 is to carry forward the road connectivity inside Barak Valley and outside, with the outside world. Number 2 is rail connectivity, more laying of tracks inside Barak Valley and adjoining states, and then connecting it to the outside world. Number 3 is establishment of a Greenfield Airport project, for which I have been working. Land acquisition has been done, and it will be a big project. It will be a big, infrastructural project. So road, rail, airways. The 4th priority area would be asking for waterways to develop, as Barak River has been given the number of 16 in the National Waterways Project. And we are expecting international carriers through ships coming into Karimganj and Badarpur with, goods, freights and all this. So obviously the pricing will come down. If goods are moved through waterways, obviously the pricing comes down. And the last 5th that you have said and all, and this thing is that there should be very high speed connectivity, 5G in the entire valley, because there are a lot of institutes there. The NIT is there, medical college is there, engineering colleges, other engineering colleges have come up. Lot of other activities through good institutions are being developed in Barak Valley, and I presume that the next generation of students who will be there in Barak Valley will like to avail of these 5G services to keep them abreast with whatever the latest that is happening in the country and for connectivity with the outside world also. So these are my 5 priority areas I've been always telling. Other than this, there are local issues in Silchar. Like we need good roads, good drainage system, the drain should be closed, there should not be waterlogging, stormwater drainage facility has to be there. So all these have been there and all in my mind, and I am working slowly and slowly, planning. Our government in Assam has just taken shape. Ministers are yet to be allocated. So obviously when the ministry is allocated, I'll have to run around in the ministry to get the project sanctioned. Adequate funding has to be done. So I presume this will be done in as early as possible on a priority basis.
With your long experience of being an MP as well as you have been a voice for Barak Valley and Assam. You have represented Assam BJP also to the centre. I think it is obvious for the constituent to think that this experience will also help bring big ticket projects for Barak Valley. For example, the logistic hub which was already sanctioned, maybe this needs a push, and many investment can come down. But most importantly, one of the point which you have said that waterways, but according to our reports, the sledging work is pending for a long from Sarvanandaji's time.
Part of that work was done in River Barak and all, but then it's not been enough, as we know and all. And for good or big ships of adequate freight to come to till Badarpur, we need a depth of around 2.5 to 3 meters.
Right.
And there are many areas where that depth is not available. So obviously dredging needs to be done. That if the dredging is complete, funds are there. Funds are not. In fact, I asked Honorable Minister Shorbanando Sonowal ji during my election campaign also. So he said we are all actually planning it and all, because dredging obviously needs a little bit of planning, not just finance. You have to move in a lot of big machineries. And these big machineries, to come to Barak Valley, you need good highways. Presently, those highways needs to be upgraded for those machines to come into Barak Valley. So all these are, being worked out. And I presume once this, as you have said, certain big ticket project, there is an area which has been abandoned by the paper mill and all, Pachgram paper mill.
Right.
Our Chief Minister, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, is planning to bring in few industries there. And he will probably divide them and allocate them to certain multinational companies. So this work is also being planned, I am given to understand. Obviously, announcements have not been made to this effect. It will be done as and when the projects crystallize in some form and all, obviously. So I am obviously there. You have also mentioned about the logistic hub and all, multimodal logistic hub. This needs to come, and it can come to areas where you have good road, rail, air and water connectivity. So Barak Valley is only one such place in entire northeast after Brahmaputra, mainly Guwahati. If you leave aside Guwahati, Silchar is the only place, or rather Barak Valley is the only place in entire northeast which has got all these 4 connectivities.
Right.
So I think obviously with good governance, peace in the land, and an environment for foreign investment to come in, or even national investment to come in, you need these 3 forces. One is communication, one is peace, and 3 is ease of doing business, and all government rules and regulation has to be easy. So I think Assam government is working on it. Himanta Biswa Sharma is way ahead in terms of thinking process. And I firmly believe that he will give adequate weightage to Barak Valley.
You are in Imphal and Manipur. We have seen you have been assigned from the organization part in Tripura also, where you have aggressively been working. Now you have commitment to your constituency, being an MLA as well as organization. Today, Imphal, what I understand is Manipur and Barak Valley is having socio-economic relationship. Do you think that Barak Valley can play a vital role in building a ecosystem between Manipur and?
Yeah, in fact, there are a lot of, number one is a lot of people of Manipuri linguistic descent who are staying in Barak Valley, primarily in places like Lakhipur, Lala, Hailakandi, stuff like that and all. Even in Silchar, lots of Manipuri habitations are there, lots of Manipuri voters are there in places like Malugram, Ramnagar, stuff like that. Obviously, they have social connections, marriages are taking place, they keep coming and going, and there are a lot of business community people of Bengali descents who are staying put in places like Imphal and all. There is like communication, आना जाना जिसको कहते हैं, obviously that is there, and geographically also it is only one hill away and all. If you cross over the hill, Manipur hills, and then you are in Barak Valley and all. Road connectivity is there. Narendra Modi ji's government is working on a 4-lane connectivity of around 260 kilometers between Silchar and Imphal and all. So I presume Silchar and Imphal can be good brothers, good neighbors, and we can build up an ecosystem which has not been thought of. Now we are having rail connectivity also. It's almost halfway through.
Right.
Rail tracks have entered Manipur, but practically not reached Imphal. In the coming days, it will reach Imphal. So Silchar and Imphal will have road connectivity, rail connectivity. There has to be air connectivity because of some reasons, maybe of commercial reasons. Silchar Imphal daily flight is not operating. In the coming days, it will operate. And obviously, as I have said, given a good environment of peace and harmony prevailing, obviously Silchar and Barak, Silchar primarily almost the capital of Barak Valley, and Imphal, will have a very good connection, and it will have a very good ecosystem where there will be viable business flourishing, viable human resource developing. We can have institutional interaction between institutes and all. There are good institutes in Imphal, Manipur. There are very good institutes in Barak Valley. So students can have interaction. Obviously, that ecosystem can flourish.
Actually, there are 10,000 students from Manipur studying in
Barak Valley. So that's a huge number.
I would like to bring to your notice. You also maybe people from Silchar has pointed out to you. We have been taking this with the chief ministers of from BNG to this flight connectivity. Udan flight is there.
But Udan is not connected. Silchar is not under Udan. Imphal airport is under Udan.
The Alliance Air, because of some logistic issue, I was told that one aircraft is not being maintained, and that's why things are. So do you think? This will be a request that you take this up to the.
I presume I have already spoken when I was the MP. I absolutely protested against the stoppage of Silchar Imphal connectivity. Later on, it was restored to twice a week. But now, for some reasons, again it has been stopped and all. And people are facing difficulty of not getting early connection between Silchar and Imphal. I presume I'll talk to my member of parliament in both the states, and let's see whether we can restore that and all.
Right. So you are also a surgeon. We see many point of time during your political career, you have not shied away from that humble responsibility.
Yes.
How do you see and balance this?
Look, suppose say I am busy with my political activity or public assignments and all, but still I find time for my professional practice and all. If I am there for 2 days or 3 days in Silchar, I fix up certain hours, maybe 1 hour or 2 hours and all, and I give information to my patients through social media handles or telephone calls and all, that I'll be available for consultation. My old patients come back to me for opinion or whatever the progress, just to show, get an X-ray done, see what is the development. They'd like to consult me, and I also don't like to shy away from my patients or avoid responsibility. I always take responsibility. I always give them my time, give them my advices, 2 bits, whatever, and I try and keep absolutely myself close to my patients.
So I understand that you have come to Imphal for organizational responsibility, but as you are in Imphal, I cannot shy away from asking you the question that is prevalent in rest of India. What do you see the hope for people in Manipur to have peace? We all want peace, but what is your reading?
Look, whatever has happened past couple of years back has been very unfortunately, blown out of proportion, and obviously these days people are very hyper. Sometimes it's very easy to spread rumors and fake news and all, fake narrative and all, and that there are a lot of agencies working against our country. They have taken advantage of the situation and has done dishonor to the people of Manipur. The peace and harmony that was existing here amongst the people, amongst all the category of people, the Manipuris, Mitais, the Kukis, the Nagas, and literally everybody, it has been torn off and all. I presume with passage of time things will settle down. Government of India has taken proactive measures, both military wise, to bring clashes under control, and now obviously we are looking at civil peace, so-called civil society peace to prevail for the coming times, and slowly we are looking towards election as and when it will be feasible, as and when it will be possible to have a peaceful conduct of election. We will proceed towards that. I sympathize with the people of Manipur. They are also peace-loving, lovely people they are, it's such a nice part of the country, and people here, both from all segments, they want peace to prevail, business to flourish, civil life to become normalized. I have spoken to a lot of people around today since my 24 hours of stay here, and I presume that the step that we have taken today, our State President Sharda Devi has filed a nomination for Rajya Sabha, which has gone unopposed and in a very peaceful way. Coming days we'll see the glimpses of this getting reflected into normal life and all, as and when BJP is trying both at the center and at Imphal also to normalize things, to keep an eye on everything and control law and order, and not let any unruly elements run rogue in the society.
Rajdeep, thank you so much for speaking to me, and it's always a pleasure meeting you in Silchar, as well as I'm happy you are in Imphal, and we are to see many other dynamic actions. These are expected from a seasoned politician and a citizen of this region who has contributed, his family has contributed to the society, and through his other philanthropic work also we have seen they are working, and it is always a expectation from politicians we all have today, and time will only speak how impactful we all can create for this region. Particularly, Rajdeep, my input would be Tripura, Barak Valley,
obviously,
and Manipur. That can be a fantastic block. Thank you.